Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field and home to the Northwestern Wildcats, where it will be a sea of purple as the fans are more than ready for this one. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a team from the American, the Northern Illinois Huskies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Northwestern's offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, what a move. Turning it on. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Finds his tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They'll run the sneak for him.
Man, let's not make football hard. Quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Johnson wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Covey. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Quick completion to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And let's not complicate this. It's worked before. The QB sneak continues to get first downs. Keep using it. Keep moving the chains.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got a man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first point. on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
The Huskies offense will go to work for the first time. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find.
Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Trying play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
They send the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Dropping back, it's Woods. He's got his man, makes the grab. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. The give from the gun. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. A little bit of feeling each other out there down. And 3 as they open this drive. Offense in an empty set. Johnson looking to throw. Snagged out of the air. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking him 5 times. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Off to a good start here and back to work. There he goes. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that guy.
And the Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Takes it the other way. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Johnson wants to throw it. Shoots it to the left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Northwestern will have to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Makes the grab close to the logo. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Makes the catch. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's the end of the quarter, and Northern Illinois has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. After that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Woods. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
3rd down coming up after that completion. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. The field goal is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They go to the ground. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team.
Number 12 in punt formation to kick it away.
Now on the return. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Woods. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. And the returner goes down. Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense, headed out. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. You've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Going right to work up top. Fires downfield. Got his man to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Dropping back, it's Woods. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. And the Wildcats, buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the ground with the back. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Fires left. And the third down pass is incomplete. Northwestern will have to punt it away.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Woods. Grabbed behind the line. It's McKenzie. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got him still on his feet. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
Northern Illinois will line up with a 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Iowa was able to finish off a close one in Iowa City today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with a dub. Hey, survive and advance. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. The give to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Johnson looking to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. knock the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. That is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Starts a drive trying to go up top. It's complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the toe.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. And it'll be down right there.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
They'll give it to Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Bring in the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Fires and picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to pass, it's Woods. Going for it all. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
There he goes! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And I don't know as a defense on 3rd down how you let that guy be wide open. You can let the tight end be wide open. Maybe a running back leaks out. You're not letting one of the best wide receivers in all of college football be that scot-free. That was just way too easy for the offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the 2nd half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Johnson wants to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Right on the money. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw it again. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. This time on target. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Quick release on the RPO. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Johnson looking to throw. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
He splits the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Creates a little space. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts him on top 21-6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. San Jose State is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 23 over Nevada. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Finds his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's McKenzie.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball is going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Rides the back and leaves it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the ground to try to move the chains. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. And the punishment has been extended. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he puts through the extra point. this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Johnson looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Going to swing it on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Covey. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Turning it on! And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. The handoff to Johnson. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put...
It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And the Huskies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Using the quick game. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
The Huskies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a man. It's Woods. Makes the grab. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Pressure coming. Myers on the move. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Huskies. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Iowa State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 31 over Tulane. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds space on the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Sweet cut there. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you,
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
and it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Plucks it out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
To the air, it's Woods. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Trying the left side. Plows through the defense. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He finds a little bit of room to operate. He goes out of bounds at the 12. Long way to go for this offense. First and 10 from their own 12. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Caught. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Here's a heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Time here. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes a stop.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
To the air, it's Woods. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This one's complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up complete situations right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Converts on fourth down, still going. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And the Huskies moving quickly to the line. On second and goal, they go right back to it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Johnson looking to throw. Rushes on him. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Huskies. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.